They hate each other at first, but as time passed feelings started to develop. Hey everyone, welcome back to another new video. In today's list, let's go through one of the most popular tropes, where the enemy becomes lover. Like every other YouTuber, I also like to address liking a video helps me a lot. And I also noticed most of you haven't subscribed yet, so please do that also. With all those things done, let's move to the video. Let's start our list with fantasy anime that can quench your thirst. In the Middle Age of Europe, a nobleman named Vorn tried to protect his territory. Meanwhile, one of the king's campaigns invaded Vorn territory and defeat him. However, she spared his life on one condition: to make Vorn follow her. Now mysterious Eleanor's strange word is echoing in her mind. Despite being focused more on the action part, anime tries to force more scenes filled with fan service. I mean, where do we find girls who are not afraid of seeing naked? I am not complaining about anything, as I also enjoy watching, and I know there are people like me who find the same. Moving on to we have boarding school Juliet. Are you a cat person or dog person? Either way, you gonna love this series. In Dahlia Academy, members are either on Black Dog group or in the White Cats. These two households are in constant battle for the dominance of the school. Strangely, in this situation, Juliet is the leader of the White Cats, and Romino is the leader of the Black Dogs. Fallen for each other, forced to keep their relation a secret, both decide to secretly love each other, hiding from others. This romantic story of Romeo and Parisa is heartwarming to watch, although we also have the romantic comedic moments, which makes it even more hilarious to watch. From the writer of Monogatari, we have Katanagatari, or also known as the sword play, set in the Edo era of Japan, filled with various sword styles. Yasuri practices the most unique style, in which the user's whole body is wielded as a blade. Yasuri was living with his sister, until one day he meets Togame, with a unique request to collect 12 swords, and thus they began their journey. Although every historical anime has its own touch, provide us a bit of historical information in an entertaining way. Katanagatari has a weird art style, but as it is from a Monogatari writer and story is also interesting, it's worth watching. Also put in the consideration that the episodes are a bit longer than usual.
Huh?
On the 7th spot we have Undefeated Bahamut Chronicle. Lux is a prince, or to be precise used to be a prince, when his empire was overthrown 5 years ago. Now Lux meets the princess of the new kingdom. To make things more interesting, he meets her in the bathroom and see her naked. As they need to make an anime filled with fan service, they decide to move the story where the main character is transferred to all-girls school. I know the plot is nothing new. We have seen this story multiple times. Still, if you are looking for something similar, then in conclusion the anime is in the mecha genre filled with Ecchi Harem plot. You can also watch it as a good alternative to Infinite Stratos. At number 6 we have Darwin's Game. Kanama is a high school student and suddenly gets an invitation from his friends to play the mysteries game called Darwin's Game. The little does he know, he was forced to play and soon he saw his friends get killed. A little later Kanama encountered Shuka, one of the top players. During the battle he discovered his ability to make any object out of the thin air. While the anime does have some good action, like every character has distinct power, whether it's physical strength or mental ability, with their own sad stories. The only thing that I don't like is why it had to end with 11 episodes only. Can't we get a proper 12 or 13 episodes closure?
なんだよお願いって。
私と
Moving to the next entry is the pilot's love song, A Beautiful Sky Island, and the tragedy war is what I recall when I think of the pilot love song. In the era of war and dictatorship, our main protagonist Albus is sent to Isla, which is a sky island. There he started to enjoy a carefree period of his life with his other mates. That all changed suddenly when a surprise attack was done on the island. Carl really did not care much about the war, but in this heroic situation Carl has to take part in it. Both the story and the animation is well crafted, to which if you like to enjoy well-developed romance with a beautiful animation, then the pilot's love song is for you.
My heart rages around like an ocean.
For number 4 is B-Tune, based on the survival theme, when there is no Darwin's Game or Mirai Nikki. In between these two, we have B-Tune, being unemployed Ryuta lives with his mother. The only thing Ryuta accomplished is that he is Japan's top video game player. His life went upside down when he found herself on a trap island out of nowhere with a crystal embedded in his left hand. Then he found out the reason for his situation is because someone holds a grudge against him, and now in order to survive he needs to kill others. On this island he meets Himiko, whose story is somewhat similar. Their first meeting was not that great, but later they started to understand each other. On number 3 is Armed Girls, Machiavellism. In an all-girl high school where all of them belonged to rich families, eventually decided to start accepting male students, and for safety purposes girls are allowed to carry weapons. I know it sounds weird, but typical anime logic. Anyway, moving on. There are top 5 female students known as Supreme 5, whose job is to look after male students' actions. Yes, we all know where this is going. In general, the story is about the male student who transfers to all-girls school and beat the crap of arrogant girls and make his way to Harem. Now before you start watching, let me give you a bit of advice. Don't put too much pressure on your brain while watching, and you are good to go.
My heart rages around like an ocean in my head.
For the second spot is Beyond the Boundary. World is a mystery. There are numerous things which still remain unexplained, one of which is a Japanese spirit known as Yumu. Some of them are in human form, or at least look like humans. Set in the world of modern Japan, Beyond the Boundary is a tale of two characters, Akihiro, an immortal half-human, and Mira is the sole survivor of his clan, a Yumu hunter, with the ability to control her own blood, and used it as a weapon. With all the glasses moments, whether it's about Akihiro's obsession with cute girls, or Mira's dedication towards its senpai, Beyond the Boundary is beautifully animated with a good sense of humor that needs to be watched.
夢だからできると思ったけど、やっぱり難しいですね。さよなら。
Wrapping up our list with Maid Sama. Misaki is known as a boy-hating dictator, attends an all-boys high school, where she puts all her efforts to recruit more females to join. However, does anyone know this boy-hating demon president is working in a maid cafe due to the weak financial situation of her family? And as a student council president, Misaki wants to hide his little secret at any cost. Although she manages to hide her job from other students, but then a popular boy named Usi discovered his secret and started to take an interest in her. While the story may seem like a slow-paced at first, but if you decide to stick around, then you might start to enjoy the slow ride. Alright guys, hope you enjoy the video. If I miss anything interesting, make sure to let me know. Also, if you like to support more, you can also do that by dropping a like. And if you are new, make sure you hit the notification bell. Until then, I see you all in the next one. Peace.
Can almost feel you